What's up, y'all? It's Bella, back testing with Bella, trading day. Today I'm going to show you guys how to scalp the stock market using fair value gaps, which is an ICT concept. Pretty simple. You don't have to be in your trade for a long time. You can be in your trade for at least 10 to 15 minutes. Just a scalp trade, so it's not an all-day trade. It is basically to get in and out of buy or sells. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. You guys know that I have a goal to get to 60K views by 2023. 60K views. So I'm on here every day trying to get to 60K views. Please help the channel out by liking, comment, and subscribing so we can get this out to more people to help more people. Alright, so get into backtesting mode. Let's go get into it. So I am using the stock SPY. I am using SPY examples. So getting into backtesting mode on SPY. This is strictly using the 15-minute chart. It's a scalp trade. It's a 15-minute chart using fair value gaps in the market. So I'm going to get into replay mode from here. So how I trade is I trade using fair value gaps. So from here at this fair value gap, this can possibly be an entry. It is at a bearish fair value gap, so it could reject as well. But let's just say if it continues towards the upside, this is an entry here. So if I was entering here where the market is currently at exactly at 373.94, I'll have my stop loss below. If it hits my stop loss, the trade is dead. I'll have my stop loss not that far down. Say I'll have my stop loss 94 cents down. I will set my target towards the next fair value gap. So from here, 373.94, I'll have another target, 374.91. Well, okay, so entering at 373.90, I'll have my next target $1 up. And I will have my next target, which will be at 375.71. So let's see. So I'll add target here. So as you guys can see, the first target is hit. The reason why I entered into this trade is because it is trading above a 15-minute fair value gap, so it is showing strong momentum towards the bullish side. This could be going towards sell side liquidity, but this is just a scalp trade, so not trying to be in it for a long time. Here at this point where it's currently at, because it's at a bearish fair value gap, it could possibly reject from here. So let's say if you were in your calls, it's already $1 up. It's a cool move on SPY. It can reject from here, so you want to watch for rejections to see if it's going to reject. So if it rejects at this next candle in the live market, you're going to see it before it plays out. So you guys see how it rejected at this candle here. You would want to cut your trade halfway in between. So you'll probably want to cut off some profits, lock in some profits, 20 cents down, because it can trade the opposite way. Now I am going to clear my chart here. And let's just say if I was to enter, because we're just playing off fair value gaps. So if I was entering here, this is an entry. It is rejecting from a bearish 15-minute fair value gap. I will have my target going back towards sell side liquidity. So I will set a target here, which will be at 373. Just a simple target. It's $1.50 down. That's a scalp trade. And I would have my stop loss just above the previous high. So if I was entering at 374.50, I will have my stop loss 70 cents above. So you guys can see at this trade, the trade did get cut. So the trade would have been cut once it hits your stop loss. From here, it does look like it is going towards the 15-minute fair value gap is also trading above another bullish fair value gap. So what I would do is I would enter here. Enter here. I will have my stop loss just below the previous candle. So if I was entering at 375.86, I would have a stop loss at 375.11, which is about 70 cents down. I will have my targets going towards this fair value gap fill. Fair value gap fill, and then I will also add another target towards buy side liquidity. So let's say if I'm to enter from here, buy side liquidity. Now keep in mind at 376.44, which is at the fair value gap fill, it can possibly reject again from there because it's going towards a bearish fair value gap. So in this scalping method, all I'm doing is going off of fair value gaps. I'm playing strictly off of fair value gaps. This has nothing to do with breaking structure. It has nothing to do with order blocks. It has nothing to do with change of character. All I am doing is trading off of fair value gaps. This is just one of my scalping methods. So you guys see from here, it is also trading on top of another fair value gap, which is just giving me extra confirmation that this can go towards buy side liquidity. All right, so I'll put my trade here. So the reason why I would have cut my trade at this candlestick here is because keep in mind, when you're trading options, 15, 30, 45, 1 hour, 1 hour 15 minutes, 1 hour 30 minutes, 1 hour 45 minutes, so 2 hours. So you are trading towards with theta. So this is a scalping method. My goal is to be in and out of my trades, not a day trade. So I am not trying to hold my trade for most of the day, majority of the day. The longest I want to hold my trade is 15 to 30 minutes, all right? 10, 15, 30 minutes. Two 15 candlesticks the longest. Just want to get a quick scalping and then get out of my trade. So I'm going to wait till another opportunity presents itself to show you guys a better method. So even from here, before the fair value gap even forms, I can see that there's going to be a fair value gap starting from this point. Obviously, it's going to be a fair value gap starting from that point because there's going to be a wick in between the candles. So let's put this blue and just fill this in. So that'll be a fair value gap starting from this point. Let's make this bigger so you guys can see. That's a fair value gap starting from that point. So if I was to be doing an entry, and I'm entering here, entry, I would have a stop loss set just above my entry. So I will have a stop loss. I'll do a stop loss at $37. So about 80 cents up, 70 to 80 cents up. And I would have a target point going towards this low, 375.58. And another target just to fill the fair value gap, which is a target here. Now I wouldn't have it so low. I have a target going to 374.87, the lowest. So if the candlestick is at 376 right now, I would have targets going towards 375.58, 374.87. So you guys can see it did form a fair value gap. This fair value gap, it is kind of bouncing, so it may hold. Just to remove these 5 drawings. In the real market, if you had fair value gaps in conflict, meaning that you have a bearish fair value gap and a bullish fair value gap, you kind of want to see where it holds at. So because it's kind of holding above this bullish fair value gap, I'm just going to go ahead and leave that other trade alone, because from here it can go towards buy side liquidity. But if it was to continue rejecting from the bearish fair value gap, it'll continue rejecting from 376.80. See where the next candlestick goes. Alright, so this did hold above the bullish fair value gap. Now, because it's holding above the bullish fair value gap, quick scalping method, and let me just put this at auto fit so you guys can see the whole screen. At auto fit, if I see it, this can go and just completely take out buy side liquidity. So this video is just for those people who likes to be in and out of their trades. Like I said, this is not an all-day trade. This has nothing to do with breaking structure. It has nothing to do with order blocks. It has nothing to do with change character. It has nothing to do with strat concepts. Now, if you would like to add that in there, that's cool. Sometimes I do it too, but that's a video for a whole nother video. That's a topic for a whole nother video. So even from this fair value gap here, let's say if you wasn't already into a trade, you could enter here on this fair value gap. You guys can see fair value gaps, they don't always get filled right away. I always preach that they don't get filled right away. So you can enter at 37.15, and you can ride it all the way up to 376.86, which is at buy side liquidity. Now, if it was to start trading below, of course, you always want to have a stop loss and a plan in place. So if it was to start trading below, just put your stop loss at, let's put it at 376.57, which is the fair value gap fill. So in this trade, you guys see how it held above 377, so it never did hit your stop loss. That was a 30-minute trade. That's a scalp trade. So basically just playing off of fair value gaps and on the 15-minute chart. So even from there, if you guys weren't already in a trade, if I was to clear my chart from here, that was a good one. If you guys wasn't already in a trade, in a real market, before this candlestick even forms, you're going to see the fair value gap. So what I'll do is, when I see a fair value gap form, I will enter in on that trade. Sometimes it does hit my stop loss, and that's cool with me. Sometimes it doesn't, and I'm able to catch a great scalp trade and, just have a good trade. So if you guys wasn't already in a trade and you've seen this fair value gap form on a 15-minute, that could have been your entry. Now, you do want to put your stop loss just below your entry. So you guys can see me do this a whole video. I'll put my stop loss about 70 to 80 cents down. It's not a full 80 cents, but y'all get what I'm saying. And, just have my target going towards here. I'll put my target towards this order block, first target. So if it's at 379.50, I'll put it at 380, and I'll have another target point for 380.50. Alright, so target's there. You guys can see all of the fair value gaps getting formed. So if you wasn't in the trade already, you could enter in on another bullish fair value gap, and just take calls and scalp it in the market. So from here, it is kind of rejecting. It looks like it's rejecting from a bearish order block. So in a real market, I would have locked off some profit taking at 379.90. So if I had entered into my trade from 378.89 and wrote it like $1.20 up, that's a pretty cool trade. So this is a very great scalping method using the 15-minute intraday chart. Well, you guys see, it did go ahead and hit 380.50, But just based off this candle, I would have still been out my trade, because in the market, anything can happen, and I don't go off hope in the market. There's no need for hope. So that is my video on how you can scalp the stocks using the 15-minute chart. Just basically just trading fair value gaps. So I hope you guys have a great day, and please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, because this video is definitely a banger. This video will definitely up your trades and make you have some profitable trades. So go ahead and share this video as well. Let's get me to 60K views, because I'm doing the community a great favor by showing what works for me and what is profitable for me. Showing you guys entries, exits, stop losses, and everything. So yeah, that's my video for today, and I hope you guys have a great day.